So I was gonna do another kind of tips video today for art students, but my mind's kind of playing games with me. It's been a bit, I have some weird negative thoughts recently. So I guess the way to kind of process these thoughts is I always argue with myself. There's kind of like, obviously we all have some kind of a war going on in our brains sometimes, but kind of how your mind is versus what you are believing is sometimes kind of two different things. And I feel like showing my arguments that I kind of argue with myself in my own head could possibly help some of you guys who might have your own kind of negative thoughts about your artwork / worrying about the future. So here's my 2 cents. So one thing I actually have coming up is I'm going to be applying to the RCA again this year for their master's course for painting, and I'm kind of just starting the process, the writing and the concept, and trying to come up with a stronger kind of body of work for the portfolio this year, and hopefully I will be able to bloody contact them this year because their communication sucks. But what this has done is obviously I've kind of looked at my work that I'm currently doing / exercises I'm doing at the moment, and obviously I kind of start to critique myself and really think about kind of, am I good enough? What's the future gonna bring? And like, I'm not even decided, to be honest, yet whether I would straight away take the offer if I had an offer from the RCA. But because of all the COVID stuff going on, I wouldn't really want to be doing an educational course during these kinds of times until everything kind of went back to normal. But I guess you kind of overly critique yourself sometimes, where obviously you start doing all this artist research and you start looking at all of these amazing artists whose work you admire and want to be like, and then you kind of look at your own work and maybe it didn't look so crap when you were doing it, but then you look back and you're like, where the hell am I? Like, what am I doing? And then you feel all like crap about your work, and then you have this frustration inside of you, like, why aren't I better? Whether these people that you're looking at are a similar age to you. Most of the time, obviously, they're mature, they're a lot older, they have the experience, and they're not showing all of their failures now because majority of their work is just all success because they're at that stage in their career. But nevertheless, sometimes the brain can't help comparing itself to those who you want to be like, and then pretending like you're in the same position as them, as if you have the same upbringing, the same context, because it's great to compare your work to improve and have a positive kind of way to kind of build up and critique yourself. But to compare your own situation as an individual, a human being, to other people's situations and careers and whatnot, it's like, we all have different situations, different upbringings, different environments, different training, different teachers. So to put yourself down for not being in the same position as someone else, whether that be their work or their position in their career or whatever you want to do in life, is completely pointless. There's no point in comparing, because what you experience as an individual is completely different to what they have experienced. And to be honest, the only thing that will make you similar to a person in a sense, or an artist you're admiring, is the fact that you enjoy art and it's what you want to do for a living. Whereas their kind of the way their mind functions, their environment, their parents, everything else is different. So to compare you to them on just the basis of artwork and then start kind of kicking yourself and like putting yourself down, saying you're not good enough, it doesn't make any sense. But here I am communicating this because sometimes I realize my own head does this with me. I'm kind of looking at what I'm trying to do is break down still what I've been trying to do really since university is, how do I find an amazing combination between kind of a realism kind of painting and having mixing in abstract shapes, but having it so that it looks natural. I find it really, really difficult to do. And obviously I'm studying these kind of, I'm obviously doing some kind of exercises to try and get better at drawing and observation on the realism side of things. And then on the other hand, I'm also doing abstract shape studies / just shape studies from artists I admire. Actually, I'm looking into quite a few illustrators at the moment, quite a few digital artists, to look at these abstract shapes. And then on top of that, and then how do I translate those drawings and shapes that I've studied into paint, which is a whole new medium again, and combine it, have an amazing color scheme and lighting and texture, and combine all of these things together to make a good painting. It's really difficult, I'll be honest. And then on top of that, for the RCA, I have to have a well-grounded concept and thoughts and kind of this critical analysis of, you know, what I'm thinking, and at the same time somehow, I don't know, save the world with my art or so. So I don't know, this video turned into a bit of kind of just me emptying my brain. I'm gonna try and come up with a good title so that I don't know, any of you who are feeling a bit kind of have a lack of confidence or something, maybe my words might be a little bit helpful to you. But also bear in mind that I know that there's mostly it's young people who's watching my channel. We have so many years to like mess up and risk things and try different things and still be okay at the end of the day. Like the world is moving at such a fast pace right now. Like when you're like, I'm 26. Don't worry, like I'm nowhere. But I know how young I am, so I'm not too worried about the fact that I've just spent 2 years in China just working on my painting, to be honest. Obviously I'm trying to build this YouTube now. I'm kind of looking into building an audience now. But like this is just the start. There are people 26 or younger than me who have huge YouTube channels, or this kind of direction I'm heading in when it comes to building an audience and social media. They're way ahead of me in terms of social media, but I'm not comparing my situation to theirs because I've taken different routes in life. I've experienced different things, and there are advantages that I might have over them, and advantages they have over me. So everyone's different. So yeah, I guess that's my conclusion. If you're young, don't worry. I don't think there are any kind of 70, 80-year-olds watching this channel because I'd say that's probably where it's end game now. I think if you're hitting like 70 or 80, and maybe 70 is still a little bit young, but if you're probably like, I don't know, 75, 80 years old, becoming kind of immobile, that's kind of where it's kind of end game and you don't have so many options. But when you're young like us, not to put any middle-aged or old people down at all, because yeah, whatever, but I think you're understanding what I'm saying. It's not end game for us yet. We still have our whole lives ahead of us. So much can happen within 5 years. So much can happen within 10 years. Don't worry about messing up. Try different things. It's about working. Like when my head gets like this, like all morning, for example, like my head's just been annoying me. But I just tell myself, just get to work. And I've just been working. Rather than crying about what my head is trying to tell me, I just get the work done. And then once you start getting the work done, you start feeling a bit better. And then if you do that every single day, before you know it, you're at the same kind of stage as all of those you're admiring. Yeah, I'm really good with words, aren't I? Anyways, I hope this video has been somewhat beneficial to those watching. Just another kind of, I was going to say it's thought vomit, but that kind of sounds really disgusting. So maybe I'm not going to say that. But please like if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe for more artistic content. We're coming up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm actually going to do a video on how I got my first 1,000 subscribers. I think a lot of people are interested in kind of the building process on social media and YouTube. I'm also going to start doing paid marketing once I get back to the UK, which will be next month, which is kind of very exciting. So thank you for watching. As I said, please like and subscribe. And here is my awkward goodbye.